Listen, I have been kidnapped multiple times, twice by the same man. I have been held against my will. I've been tied and I have been cuffed. So, what is happening right now? This badge, the mask, and me, the mother, I'm about to tell you guys some stuff because listen. Before we begin, let me remind you one thing. A badge is not a god. A uniform is not a shield against consequences. But a woman who remembers everything, and the matriarch together rises exactly when the world is falling apart. The lie of the badge is it says law and order, but what it builds is fear and theater, right? Fake ice, real ice, masked ice, unmarked cars, men running around in masks with no ID, no accountability, and somehow the public's supposed to just know who's the monster and who's the state. We have had ICE for many, many presidents, and never had we had this kind of an issue, right? So tell me how this works. Because right now, the monsters are busy cosplaying the state, and the state is behaving like a monster. And the rest of us, we're just caught in the crossfire between authority and impersonation. That look exactly the same in the dark. Do you understand that? Authority and impersonation look the same in the dark. I know because I've been in the fucking dark. You heard the stories, right? Raleigh, North Carolina. A man storms into a woman's hotel room like he's auditioning for the role of God himself, throws the word ICE like it's divine law somehow, and then holds her body hostage to his delusion. In Florida, a woman throws on a shirt, claims authority that is not hers, and grabs her ex's wife like property. Fabric does not equal power, you guys. You don't get to put on a shirt and kidnap people. In New York, punches a woman, assaults her, steals her phone, all while hiding behind a badge he bought online because this country made the badge a weapon instead of a fucking responsibility. And while the FBI is out here waving red flags, begging the public to notice the danger, actual ICE agents are rolling up masked, unmarked, refusing to identify themselves, behaving exactly like the predators people are supposed to distinguish them from. Tell me that's an accident. I'll wait. Go ahead. So here are some of the facts they hope that we forget. All right, let's speak real plainly here because some of these badges are knockoffs, right? They come with federal paychecks. There are cases, not rumors, not conspiracy, public fucking record. ICE agents charged with sexual assault of detainees, extorting immigrants for sex, kidnapping partners, beating women, stealing from people they detained, and yeah, some charges were charges against minors under 18. Yet when a woman says, I couldn't tell if he was a real law enforcement or not, the government acts fucking shocked. Shocked. How? When the agency itself has blurred the lines between a uniform and a costume, between authority and violence, between protecting the nation and terrorizing the vulnerable, explain it to me. Explain it. This confusion wasn't born, it was built, you guys. Brick by brick, policy by policy, mask by mask, raid by raid, leader by shitty leader, icky white man by icky white man, who realized fear is easier to weaponize than transparency is to uphold, right? And the patriarchy, it loves a weapon it can't deny. It loves a weapon it can deny. Because if they can deny it, it's not their fault, right? They love that. So here's the matriarchal truth from me. And I need you to hear this because women have been navigating systems that weren't built for us since the dawn of recorded history. The badge didn't start this. The badge is just the latest costume of it, right? I've been in these situations with men who think they have authority over my body because they're a man. These ICE agents who believe they have authority over people. So this is my movement, the matriarch emerges. The matriarch, she's older than every empire that has ever tried to silence me. You understand that? Women's voices, the mother, is older than any empire that's tried to silence us. The patriarchy thrives on chaos because chaos keeps women scared, and scared women are easier to control. But the matriarch thrives on clarity. Clarity is our weapon. Clarity is our rebellion. Clarity is our revolution. And clarity is real simple. It says when real agents behave like fakes and fakes behave like real ones, you don't have a security issue. You have a culture issue. A culture that rewards intimidation, normalizes secrecy, and pretends violence is an inevitable side effect of authority? No, it is not. You do not need this much fear if you rule with love. If you rule by love, you don't need the fucking laws. People will fucking respect each other. Let me drop a sacred truth right now. Power without accountability is not power. It's corruption with a salary. As the mother of all, she has run out of patience for corrupted sons. Because remember, everyone on this planet came from a woman. Half the population are women, and the other half came from us. So the goddess is not going to do this with fear. The goddess doesn't work in fear. She works in revelation. So let's reveal the bullshit. When men play God with a badge, women become targets in their mythology. When agencies stop identifying themselves, predators step forward to fill the void. When leadership sells fear instead of stability, chaos is not a glitch in the system. It's the intention of the system. Because a terrified population is obedient. A terrified woman is silent. A terrified immigrant disappears. A terrified survivor doesn't testify. A terrified nation stops asking questions. But the matriarch know this game. We wrote the damn dictionary on predators wearing crowns and tyrants posing as protectors, on governments that weaponize masculinity and call it patriotism. The Great Mother, women have seen this pattern in Rome, Babylon, Salem, in every century where men with authority decided fear was faster than fucking justice. And every single time the women rose, not quietly, not politely, not safely, but with precision, with fury, with evidence, with memory, and with the knowledge that no empire built on intimidation has ever survived the generation it tried to silence. So this is the call to arms, the mother's warning, as you will. And it's not from the FBI, it's from the matriarch, the first witch, the dark mother, the one who remembers. When the state begins to mirror the predator, the women become law. Not the law on paper, not the law in practice, the law in spirit. The law written in the bones of every ancestor who refused to bow. We will not confuse your badge with your worth. We will not confuse your mask with your right to power. And we will not confuse your vehicle with the illusion of authority. Women are watching. Women are naming. Women are archiving. Women are organizing. And women are rising. The matriarchy emerges. Because here's the truth the patriarchy fears the most. When women see behind that fucking curtain, the magician loses the spell. And when women see the system clearly, the system loses its grip. And when women see the truth becomes a weapon that no fucking badge can override. Do you understand me? So the world to come, all of you listening, all of you recording, all of you rising with me, this violence is not natural. It is not inevitable. It is not unstoppable. It is manufactured, and anything built can be torn fucking down. We are the daughters of the first fire. We are the granddaughters of the women they couldn't burn. We are the mothers of a future that refuses to inherit their fear. We will change the world, not because we're allowed to, but because we must. And if the men in charge think a uniform can silence a goddess, they have severely misunderstood who holds the real power on this fucking earth. My name is Spryte the Emcee. I'm the daughter of the matriarch, keeper of the keys, breaker of silence, and I don't fear the badge. I don't fear the mask, and I don't fear the lies. I only fear one thing, and that is a world where we stop fighting. And that's never going to happen. Because as long as women remember, women will rise. And the patriarchy? No. No. These men ain't shit behind scripture. Touching little souls call themselves fixers. Burning in robes, wolves in a pulpit. Judgment day is coming and I'm holding the two kick. These men ain't shit.